Because of the looming trade war and me being Canadian and how mad Donald Trump has gotten all of us Canadians, we consider the United States our friend and ally, done nothing but be helpful to the United States, and we've had a really good trade going on so far. And because of the things that Donald Trump has been saying about Canada, the Canadians are very united right now and very ticked off. We have all kind of decided that we're going to, or most of us anyway, have decided that we're going to buy Canadian goods only for a long time, probably while Donald Trump is in office. Some of the things he said, like him wanting us to be the 51st state, and him saying that he's going to put 25% tariffs on our goods. All of these things have really pushed the Canadians over the limit. So the gear I'm going to show you is mostly ultralight gear. There's going to be some non-ultralight stuff. It's for backpacking and hiking and winter backpacking too. I don't know why I haven't done this before. I haven't looked up Canadian backpacking companies and Canadian gear companies before. I kind of poked around a little bit, but I didn't get really serious until today. So MEC, Mountain Equipment Company, used to be Mountain Equipment Co-op. It is not Canadian anymore, just so you guys know. If you're buying stuff there, your money is not going to Canada, although it does employ Canadians, so you'll have to decide on your own how you feel about that. But most of the goods in the store are also not Canadian. So ARCTERYX is also no longer completely Canadian. It is also owned by a company in China, I believe. I think it's the same company that owns Solomon and all the rest of the kind of big conglomerates. And it does employ Canadians. All of their SV stuff, I believe, is still made in Canada. So you have to make your own choices there because it is still Canadian based, although it is all over the world now as well. The first one I'm going to show you is DURSTON gear. You guys probably are really aware of DURSTON already because his stuff is so loved in Canada. Unfortunately, I think Dan has a lot of it made in the US. However, it is owned and operated by Canadians. Dan is from BC. So here is the DURSTON gear website. Their stuff is quite reasonable compared to a lot of the US companies. Here's some of the tents. We've got the X-Mids. They're either Silpoly or the Pros are the Dyneema tents, Pro 2 Plus. This is one of my favorites. This is a great tent. The Dyneema tents come with everything you need. You don't have to buy anything extra. And because you don't have to buy anything extra, they're actually quite reasonable compared to the American companies. And it's an amazing tent. We have the 2 Plus and we have the 2. We've also got the AGAWA 55, which is a pack that is either made in Ultra Grid or Ultra 200X. This is an amazing pack. It's one of the best for being able to distribute weight and hold heavy gear well. I think they say 40 pounds is the limit on this pack. We've also got the WAPTA 30, and this is Alula material, and I believe that the Alula material is a Canadian-made material. It's kind of like Dyneema, I think, but it is lighter and stronger, supposedly. So this is a great day pack or like 1 or 2 night overnight pack. The next company I'm going to show you is Northern Ultralight. They have really nice packs. You can see that they've got this Dreamline pack. This is a ski pack. It's really nice. It's got the separate compartment for your probes and your shovel and everything. And they've got the Sundown pack. This one looks like it's made of X-Pack or something similar. I'm not going to go through all the specs. I just want to show you the companies so that you're aware of them. They've also got a fanny pack there. The next company is SHISHKA Outdoors. I don't know if I said that right, but it looks like they've got some really nice sleeping bags. And these guys are in Nelson, BC. They've got kids sleeping bags, which is really nice, and they're reasonably priced, and they're all down. This is 600 or 650 fill power down. Very nice little bag for kids. They've also got men and women sleeping bags here. These are also down. This looks like a -3 bag, and this one looks like it is too. The next company is Gear Trade. So these guys have American stuff. They also have Canadian stuff, but they are one of the only places in Canada that have a huge selection of actual ultralight gear. And these guys are out of Okotoks. They just have a store that has tons of different brands in it. You can see an example of their brands here. They've got the likes of ADOTEC. Those guys are Canadian. I'm sure some of these are Canadian and I just don't realize that they are. So just take a look at all the brands here and see who is Canadian. ADOTEC is one of the companies I'm going to show you. I think these guys charge about $20 for shipping, which is pretty reasonable. Terrain UL, that is the next company I'm going to show you. I had an amazing conversation with Tina, who is the shop owner, and she is amazing. Really nice lady. She's a mom and she hand makes all of this stuff herself. Just going to show you her EcoPack gear. She's got really reasonably priced backpacks, and these backpacks are really bright colors. You can see that you can customize them, and I've been looking for packs that are bright colors because all of the American companies seem to have white, black, green, maybe some browns, but they don't seem to have any bright colors, and I really like bright colors. Like there's oranges and purples and turquoises. I have a turquoise pack from Waymark, and unfortunately Waymark is no longer a company, and they aren't Canadian anyway, so the packs here seem very similar to the Waymark packs. These are frameless packs and they don't have padded hip belts. She also has fanny packs for snacks and whatnot, and pouches and wallets. She's also got Dyneema bags, which is crazy. If I would have known that she had all this stuff, I would have bought Canadian right from the start, but I had no idea. She's got these tent stake bags that are wider at the top, very similar to the ones that I have, and she's got really bright colored bags, which is nice. And food bags, rock throw bags. She's got everything that the companies in the US have. And she said her backpacks are triple stitch, excellent quality. So I am looking forward to someday trying out one of these packs for sure. Next company, Woods. Everybody knows Woods. They sell it at Canadian Tire. It is a Canadian company. It started in Canada and it's still in Canada. I think Woods is more kind of hiking stuff and car camping stuff, but they do have really good socks. I love their wool socks. They're really great, like they're merino socks. They've got some really nice socks, and they've got really good sales. Like $16.99 is good for a merino sock, and you can even get them. I think I got merino socks for $7 one time at Atmosphere in Woods. Atmosphere does carry Woods socks. Next up is Boreal Outdoor Innovations. They have titanium stoves for hot tenting, and they look like they're really, really well made. And if I would have known this, I probably would have bought a stove here instead of where I bought them at, which was Seek Outside. I'm sure the stove that's coming to me is amazing, but I probably should have looked at Canadian options. They've also got hot tents, and they look like they're canvas hot tents, and I think that they sell these at Canadian Outdoor Equipment. So Canadian Outdoor Equipment is a Canadian store. They do sell stuff that doesn't come from Canada, I think. A lot of their brands though are Canadian, so you can take a look here. These ESKER hot tents and these ESKER stoves, these are all Canadian. There's the proper ESKER website, and you can see their hot tents there. They've also got stoves. I don't think their stoves are titanium, I'm not sure, but you can take a look at their website. They have a whole bunch of different kinds. Maybe they are titanium because they're pretty expensive, $587, so I could be wrong, but I don't see titanium anywhere in the listing here. It looks like they sell traditional leather snowshoe bindings too, which is interesting. I didn't even know you could get those anymore. And they have tools. They have axes and saws. Wow, these are actually cool. I'm gonna have to take a look at this because we need a saw of some sort because we now have a hot tent and an axe. These are really nice. The next thing we have to buy for a hot tent is a saw, an axe, and an auger so that we can fish. Boreal Outdoor Innovations is an interesting company. They make titanium cookware, and I think that they do custom stuff too. You can see that they've got some titanium cookware. Let's look at TAIGA Works now. I'm really interested in these sleeping bags that they have because our kids need winter sleeping bags now that we've got a hot tent. They seem to have some nice quilts and nice sleeping bags that are down. They're actually a lot more reasonably priced than other ones I have seen online. So this is definitely a good place to get that kind of stuff. They've also got shell jackets, and they've got down jackets. They look like they're pretty reasonable, like $179 for a down vest and $279 for a down jacket. That's actually not bad. If you're looking at ARCTERYX stuff, I mean, that's pretty reasonable. They've got tents, and I'm not sure about the quality of this stuff because I've never tried it. So I can't like recommend them. I can just say, go take a look for yourself. They've got inflatable kayaks. That's pretty cool. Wow, they've got some really nice stuff. So SULUK is the next company we're going to look at. SULUK 46. I don't know if that's how you say it, but this company has got a lot of the ultralight gear you're used to seeing. They've got titanium coffee drippers, camp grills, tiny knives, which are amazing. the titanium stakes. They sell a lot of this stuff on Garage Grown Gear, which is an American company, by the way, but they do sell this Canadian stuff there. They've got titanium snow stakes. I'm going to be interested in looking at these. And what else do they have? A bunch of adventures here that you can take a look at. And oh, these pot lifters look really nice. And this is interesting. Flexible tri-fuel titanium stove. Very interesting. I'm going to have to try some of this stuff for sure. I'm going to have to get some and do some reviews for you guys. Titanium hibachi, that's interesting. So the last company I'm going to talk about is ADOTEC Gear. Oh, this is the company with the new ultralight bear bags, which is really lightweight. It's actually lighter weight than the Ursacs, and definitely something I want to check out in the future as a future purchase. These bear bags are supposed to be grizzly proof, and it looks like they've got some other stuff too, but the website isn't responding very quickly. So we've got some roll down bags, looks like those are Dyneema, and some zip bags, and stuff sacks, and some other bags for food. Oh, they have some rain mitt and an ultralight belt. So check out this website. It looks like it's really great too. And that grizzly bear bag is definitely something very interesting. I don't think that anybody else has anything that's that lightweight that can resist grizzly bears and critters. And there is one more company that I want to show you. It is NORDA. I absolutely love these shoes, and this company is Canadian. I'm going to go to the women's shoes just because I'm familiar with those ones. They've got some equipment, some clothing, but the shoes is what I'm mostly interested in. These shoes are amazing for backpacking. The 001s are the ones that I have. I have these, the 001G+, and those are the winter shoes, and they are waterproof, but they also have the non-waterproof ones, and they have lots of cush. They feel really nice and stable under your foot, and I absolutely love them. I'm gonna get the 002s next for technical running. 002, there we go. These have a lower stack height, and they actually feel a little bit skinnier, and I have a skinny foot, so these are gonna work well for me, I think. There were a bunch of companies I was checking out today that said that they weren't shipping to the US anymore. Thought that was pretty funny. Either that or they were saying that their prices were plus 25% for Americans. So I thought that was pretty good. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out and learning about Canadian gear companies. Hopefully everybody's making good Canadian choices. If you know of any other gear companies that I didn't mention, please make sure you let me know what they are in the comments, because I definitely want to try buying Canadian. Thanks so much for watching our video, and we'll see you in the next one.